him the space, yeah. From then I say it's evidence you entertain my loyalty to infiltrate. The only woman that I claim to risk your life to get some strange. All my anger is a pain. You didn't know that I'm a saint. Now I'll blow your up. Then I again. Go. Feel it in your bones.
We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River, and we've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the New York Jets and the Philadelphia Eagles. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. From the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Play action. It's Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season opener opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. If I missed it, it would have been a different story. Long night. They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he caught it up. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've comped it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Play action. Here's Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
Hey!
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Connor.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Once again, it's Connor. And this time he's not going anywhere. In fact, he'll lose yardage back to the 3.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Ball again on 2nd down.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. They go play action now. Wilson.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Call that a 48-yard punt and made even better by a loss on the return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any point.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll start on the ground. Hall.
He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Ball again on 2nd down.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Last week we saw a rarity. He was over 200 yards on the ground, and they lost. So we'll see if they can get more carries like that and win this week.
And that was interesting watching the game tape, wasn't it? Because it was hard to register while we watched him pile up that yardage and create those nice runs that they didn't win the football game. But that doesn't mean change. Continue to feed him the football.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. A toss left side for Hall. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Wilson to throw. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They go play action with Hurts. He's going to go up top again. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
Throwing is Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
The Eagles at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Wilson and Moore there for a Jets first.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Play action. Now Wilson steps away. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Okay, great. There's no traffic. There's no traffic. H32, alert.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And he
Gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now on to punt. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, dude.
He's got a man complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. But first down, Hurts. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. 20. 10. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. Extra point attempt to come here. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left. And that will keep our score right where it is. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because
he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. 73 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try to put some pressure on the defense.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Here's Hall again. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. 49 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Give to Hall running right.
And he's got some space here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Ready, ready.
On first down, right back to Hall. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. A give, running right is Hall. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and the deficit will hold at 15.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From just shy of midfield, Hurts. This is caught. It's Brown.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hurts.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They'll try and run for it with Conner. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. They'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Come on. Seven Pirates.
They'll throw now on the final play. Touchdown, Eagles! Equanimeous St. Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime. Elliott Good with a PAT. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away from the 10. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, it's Hurts. His pass caught at the 4. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Hurts, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Elliott Good on the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now it's Wilson. He's got the connection to Moore. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Here's a give to Hall. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They go play action with Wilson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Throwing is Wilson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Finally held down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to kick it away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
Okay, break. 19, driver, 19.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. On play action, they'll throw towards the end zone for Brown. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed.
And the Jetsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson, he's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. In motion left goes a tight end.
Lock it. Check. Opposite. Load it. Check.
Running left, it's Hall.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It's taken to the 26. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for them.
This is intercepted.
Picked off by Ashton Davis. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
On the counter, it's Hall. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Ball again on 2nd down.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another 2nd down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their 3rd down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. Now this defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanket in the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series, but the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in this 2nd half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 19, Pioneer.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
And this one complete to Smith.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Devontae Smith
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Elliott good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Ball again on 2nd down.
They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. They'll go again with Hall.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
108 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. They find some open field here. And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 47 yards. A great run, but, you know, this is probably where the offensive coordinator is saying, geez, we could have used a couple of these earlier in the game.
Yeah, he's probably telling the head coach, well, talk to the run game coordinator about that. I just call the plays. We should have had this going right from the beginning.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Straight ahead is Hall. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. That'll bring up 3rd and 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 3rd down, here's Carter. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson from 4 yards out. And the Jets get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. The extra point up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport. No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And Hurts is intercepted. His 3rd of the game. Picked off by Quan Alexander. He's at the 40. The 20. 10, 5, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From the 10. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Ready?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that pick six a moment ago doesn't change things too much. They still seem pretty comfortable with a 3-possession fourth quarter lead.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. He's got Smith here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
They go play action with Hurts. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The end result, 21 yards.
Throwing is Hurts.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side.
And he'll wind up picking up about 4, as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Trap 60, trap 60. Cut 19, cut 19. Back to 60.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. Through an opening, and there he goes. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Well, there you go, from red zone to red zone on that fumble return.
It's amazing how fast things can turn around, isn't it? I mean, it looks like one team's driving, got everything taken care of. All of a sudden, the ball's on the ground or popped in the air, and whoosh, there you go in the other direction. Good job by the defense. You see how they practice that, too. You can tell, coordinated. As soon as they got the ball, everyone turned to block someone and try and help them along the way.
And now set up here in terrific field position.
Ball again on 2nd down.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Now Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
That's good for an Eagle.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles are closing in now on a 7th straight win to start the year.
Elliott good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends.
A handoff for Hall.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Hall again.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
They'll go for it. It's Hall.
Room here to run.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Well, the lopsided affair finally coming to an end, and really no shortage of big plays for us to examine, partner, on offense or on defense for this team. They were so well-rounded in this one.
They certainly were, and how about the day those defenders had, though? How many takeaways did they have? I quit counting after a while. They were clearly the better team, and their defensive effort, it led the way.
So for the Eagles, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll have another home date next week as the Kansas City Chiefs come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans.